Hi friends, you are welcome to this presentation. This is soft raising. In this lesson, we are going to be exporting this building plan from AutoCAD to Revit architecture. They will model it structurally, okay, and then we will integrate it with Protastructure. All right, so let's get started. So I want to convert this plan to a DSF file. All right, I'll get the plan highlighted just like this, okay, and then hit W on the keyboard, enter. In these provisions, my unit is millimeter. I click on this three dotted point, and then I will navigate to the desktop here. I want to save the file, okay, and then in the file type, I will click in the drop down menu DSF 2013, right? I'll give the name as Sky 1, okay, just like this. All right, after which I will save the file to the desktop. All right, okay, the file is saved successfully. Now I want to launch the Revit software, so I will launch Revit software just like this. Now I will go to the new, click in the new tab. In these provisions, we have to navigate to the Revit ProtaBIMs. All right, so if you click on this browse tab, it will take you to these provisions. Come to the history, you have this file Protastructure. You see Protastructure 2021. This is the links, the bridge that you will use, the template that can be able to be interpreted by Protastructure. And this template, you will get it through the installations of the bridge, all right, which we did in the previous lesson. If you're not in the lesson, you will get the description, the links to the lesson in the descriptions of this video. But if you did not see it here, I want to show you how you can enable it. All right, so you will go to the computer, right, and then you navigate to drive C, and you will be able to go to this provision program file x86. All right, double click right there, and then you look at Prota here, open that, then this ProtaBIM, open that, come to file rep, open this file rep, my document, open it, Prota library, open it, then you can come to this template. So this is the file. Then this file, now you can just copy it from here. If you do not have it in that directory, you can just copy it from here, and then you have to just get back. All right, get back to these provisions. So once you get here, this place may be vacant, so you just have to right click and paste the file there. All right, so once you paste it, now you navigate to open a Revit newly with the mindset to integrate it with Protastructure. You just have to launch this template. If you use Revit template, Revit structural template, Prota may not be able to understand it. All right, so you double click right there. Okay, you can see Protastructure Matrix 2021 ROTE, which is the Revit integrations. All right, click on OK to open it. It is ready like this. Okay, so once it's fully open like this, what you just need to do is to set your levels. All right, so you expand these views, and then you come to the floors, expand it. All right, and then you navigate to the south view. So these are the levels, okay, the foundation levels. You can see the ground levels and the first floor levels, which is the level 1. All right, so I want to add in more levels, so I just have to select one of this level, right click, and then click on create similar. All right, so in these provisions, I have another level, which is the roof level. This is the first floor level. We'll be considering G+1 story. All right, so it's going to be 3 meters height, so I will edit that to 3 meters, just like that. Okay, so we have ground level, we have level 1 and level 2. Okay, this is the first floor level, and this one is the roof level. All right, so after I must have set my level completely just like this, I will navigate to the level 1. So I want to import the DSF file I say from the AutoCAD. So what I'll do is I'll go to insert right there, and then I'll come straight away to CAD import. Click right there. In the CAD import, I'll navigate to desktop where I save the file, and then I save the file as Sky. So I have to change the file type to DSF so I can be able to see the file right there, just like this Sky 1, this one. So I will select that, and after selecting that, I'll come to these provisions. Positioning, I will use manual center. All right, then level, I'm going to place it at level 1. All right, so for the import unit auto detect, I will be using millimeter, so I will select millimeter right there, after which I will just have to click on open. So once I click on open, it will enable me to place the plan. I can be able to place it wherever I want to place, right there. Okay, so I'll place it here. All right, so having placed it there, the next thing I will do, I will insert my grid lines. All right, so I've already having my existing grid line. So this plan is too obvious, so I will type VG. Okay, VG. So I can navigate to import category. All right, this import category activates Sky One. This one, the SF file, I will have tuned it just like that, applied and okay. So it will be gray just like this. Okay. All right, so I will now navigate to the architectural tab. I want to insert grids, so I'll activate the grids. All right, so I will use this option speak line. All right, so this one is my grid line 1. So you can see this is 1. All right, so this is the number 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so I will activate grid lines also in the horizontal direction. So I'll select this, I'll give it a name as A, right, just like this, and then this will be B, C, D, E, right, and then this will be F, G, right, and H. Okay, so just like this, after successfully inserted my grid lines right there, what I will do is to start to place my reinforced concrete member, sheet columns first. So for me to place the columns, I'll go back to the structural tab. Okay, at the structural tabs, I will come to columns. This one, I'll click right there. So I'm looking for structural column. Click in this drop down menu. So I will look at the structural columns right there. I can be able to search for a structural column. So this is it. This one. This is reinforced concrete rectangular columns. All right. The sizes I'm having here is 300 by 450. Okay, so I'll select any of this, then I'll come to edit. Okay, in the edit after I will have to duplicate this. Okay, if I should duplicate that, I will be having this to be 230, all right, by 230 column sections. Okay, all right, so I click on OK. Let me rename it. Add the suffix, so be okay. All right, so this is my column. I will effect the changes here as well. 230 by 230, just like this. I'll click on OK. So now I want to start to place my columns right away at this columns point that I've already marked out. So if you notice, it's not actually showing, so I'll enable find, and then I'll have to shade it so that you can see the difference between when I place column and where column is not placed. So that is it. So I'll just have to fix the columns in all of these required positions. While fixing it, I was supposed to check my so the depth is ground level. All right, this is taken from the first floor to the ground level. All right, so you can see here is ground level. From here to this point is where I'm going through. All right, so I continue to ensure that the column is properly placed in all of these columns point. Okay, just like this. I have another column at this point and that point, and then I have another one right here. I have another one here, one here. Okay, then this place I have a double columns here, here, and here. This place is that's not well placed. I have to deselect that, select this column, and can move it as well. So find the center of the column, move it to this point, just like that. Okay, so I've successfully placed the columns. All right, so what I'll need to do is I'll just have to go to the south to see the columns. All right, so it's between the first floor and the ground floor. So if I should navigate to the 3D of it, See the way it is. So these are my columns. So at this point, this is wireframe. I have to share this, so you see my column points just like this. Okay, so I'll go to the south elections, or come to 3D. I'll be able to hold the shift, hold down the right mouse button to be able to have it rotate just like this. Okay, so you just have to select this column. If you select this column, you right click and then you select similar visible in view. Just like that to get all these columns selected. Now we want to copy it to the next level, so we pick that copy, come to paste, align to selected level. At this point we are choosing level 2. All right, click on OK. So this will be paste just like this. All right, so we now have our columns well set out. So for the beams, you navigate to the first floor. All right, and then we go to the structural tab again, then we select beams. All right, in these provisions we have various beams right there, so we will click in this drop down menu and be able to search for beams. All right, this is rectangular beams, 300 by 600 depth. All right, so we'll be using these beams just like this. Okay, and then what we need to do now is we have to edit these beams. Click on the edit tab. The edit tab, you have to duplicate this beam first, give it to be 230. all right, by 450. Then you prefix it with millimeters, obviously with millimeter, and then I have to make the changes here as well. Okay, 230 by 450. Then you have to okay that. All right, so after which you just start to place the beams. You are placing the beam from column to column. Take note, just like that. Okay, from column to columns. This column is not well placed, so I have to deselect this. Then I will move these columns to the center of the grid lines. All right, use move just like that. Okay, you continue, select this beam, right click, and then you have to create similar. Just like that. There's no columns here. All right, so just have to deselect this, and then you select these particular columns. You use copy. All right, to copy this to that point, just like that. Then you proceed. Select this, right click, and then you have to create similar. Okay, from that point to this point, and to this point, to this point, that point. All right, so this provisions is for the stair room. All right, so the beam is well placed successfully. Now what we need to do is we will have to navigate to 3D, so we see the way it looks just like this. Okay, sorry, these columns we are to copy it and then take it to the level 1. But okay, to also have it there just like that. We're having double column at the front of the structure just like this. Okay, So we are to be taking this beam up to the roof level. All right, so this is the first floor beams. All right, so just have to select this, right click, and then select all instances visible to the view. So you have all of that beam selected. Okay, so come to edit type, and then you can be able to duplicate this. Maybe you prefix this with a first floor. Okay, the first floor, just write FF. Okay, first floor, FFB. All right, just like this, first floor beam. Okay, and you click on okay, remove this two right there, click on okay, and okay. So we are going to be copying this beam to the roof level. All right, so you click on copy, and you align it to level 2, and okay. So see the beam aligned to level 2. So at this level we are going to be changing the property of this, but you see over here we can't see the property. So what you do, you have to filter it out, remove others, and then remove click on OK. Let's see. All right, now you see the property can be edited. Now what you need to do now is you just have to click on edit property. In the edit property, we are going to be changing, duplicate this first. Instead of FB, we are going to be having roof beam RB, right? Just like this. Okay, and then remove this two right there, click on okay. So for the beam depth, we'll be having to be 350 right there, just like this, click on okay. All right, so having set all of this, now you will notice we have this, we could have split slab, but one thing, Protastructure does not actually recognize the slab just like that. Okay, Protastructure 2021 doesn't recognize the slabs. Maybe when we'll be using Prota 2018 to transfer fast, or Prota 2022 will be much effective in terms of slabs. Okay, so after having this done, just like this, I'll select this, and then I'll right click, and then I will hide it to view, just like this. So we have our structure just like this. So we are going to be exporting this to Protastructure. All right, so the first stage to do it is we first of all save the project. We may save the project to the desktop as project 1. Save the projects as let's give it a name as Sky. Okay, Sky, just like this. Okay, we are saving it to inside one of this folder. Okay, let's save inside this design folder. Click on save. So the project is saved successfully. You can see the name up there. Yeah, you have Sky, right? Okay, so after which we'll go to this ProtaBIM 2021 tab, and what we need to do is we'll click on this export to Protastructure. Click right there. So once you click in on that tab, you wait a while, and you will have this dialog. All right, you have this dialog. So in this dialog, we are going to be saving the project. Okay, so we'll click on this new project. Okay, and the directory is inside of this Prota folder. So you can see the directory right there, document Prota data 2021. So if you are saving it directly inside the Prota folder. All right, so click on this new. So once you click on the new, you will give a project code, the same name. Okay, as Sky, just like that. Then the template, you can choose any of the codes, okay, that you want to use for the structural analysis. Okay, or you can take a code from any of these projects. Yeah, right there. But we'll be using UK Euro codes. Okay, get that selected and click on OK. All right, so once you click on OK, you will be having this. You'll be having this. All right, so what you need to do here is if you want to create more beams, you can use this to create, and then other frame sections. All right, but you just have to select this Revit family, this one. Then you come to this side and then select Prota structure sections family. All right, and then click on add. All right, so come to the center structural framing. All right, select this and this. All right, click on add. this one and this one, click on add. All right, after you must have done that successfully, you can see foundation depth is 1100 millimeter. Right there, click on OK. Give the program some time to integrate. So integration is successful now. What we need to do is to launch Protastructure. So you launch Protastructure 2021. You will not necessarily see the file here, but what you need to do is you just have to click on Open Project. So in this Open Project dialog, you look for Sky, all right? Sky, this one. So this is the project Sky, all right? Click on it and then select OK to open the project in Protastructure 2021. So for this, just click on the OK, and then you have this. All right, so the project has been successfully being transferred to Protastructure from Revit successfully. If you navigate to the 3D, you will actually see what we've done so far, just like this. Okay, so this is the project. All right, so if you want to complete the integration successfully, you just click on this Revit import, click right there, and then you select all instances. All right, after which click on import. See, member has been moved to add this completely. Okay, okay. So you just have to check for errors. You start to check for errors. And then click on closed to close that. So it has checked successfully and all the members have been imported successfully. To remove this integration statute, what you need to do, you just come to this display and then visual interrogations. The visual interrogations, you from this integration statute, you change it to none and you will click on OK to have this. All right, so this is how you can transfer your project from Revit to Protastructure successfully. Right, with this you can commence your loadings and other analysis and design your structure successfully. So this brings the lesson to a stop here. If you are yet to subscribe as I bring to you an advanced lesson of this kind. Always stay tuned and bye for now.